Yeah.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Out About. I'm Patrick, and you all know the crew.
I'm chilly.
Buttermilk.
Eric.
Zucchini bread.
And Jerry.
Oh, man, it's a beautiful day. We've had such great weather. It is another one of these weeks, for so long, y'all hear us talk about how horrible the weather is, how terrible everything is. It's so cold.
Yep.
The tire froze off the truck.
Yep.
That's never happened.
It's never happened to me.
But it could.
It could.
It could.
Yeah.
That'd
It's
be
cold enough?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
They say they're going to
Oh,
get
yeah.
20-something inches of snow this year. It's crazy.
I saw that.
So,
I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
20
Can't-
inches or feet?
Inches.
Inches.
Okay.
I
Just
mean,
needed that
20
clarified.
They
for
are males, so we're not
Well,
sure.
fact checking over
We
here.
are starting a new division. It's the
Right. Yes.
no,
is that
it's the
division.
iron.
Yes.
What's the bay up in Canada? Moose Bay. Moose
I've never
Lodge?
been to Canada.
No, I know, but there's the famous one where they do the oil stuff, and it's by the Arctic.
Prudhoe Bay?
Could be it. Is that like way up north?
I think so.
That's
what's
the
on
20.
the ice
That's
road
the 20.
truckers. I
That's
think
the
is where they
20
go, right?
footers.
Yes, that's the 20 footers.
Yes.
Yes.
No, but not today.
Not today.
today,
Not today.
Jerry.
We're not getting 20 feet of snow today.
And today we actually had 80-degree temperatures.
Yes.
It was nice.
Changing
Beautiful.
tomorrow.
It actually wasn't
But
bad.
we need the rain.
Here comes the rain.
We
I think
do.
Tomorrow's high is like 68.
Yeah.
I'm like, the 80 has the undertone of fall wind, though.
it feels like spring.
It does.
No, it feels like fall.
It feels like spring, but I have a feeling it's about to start feeling like fall. I
I'd
did
rather
see.
it felt like spring because that means winter is still months away.
I have started seeing some of the trees are starting to change.
Oh, leaves are in our yard already.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that.
Why not?
It just means work.
Well, call the lawn boy.
Oh,
Patrick?
Melissa.
Patrick, we need you.
Your landlord's name is Patrick. That's so cool.
No, it's
Um,
our lawn boy's name.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
It's got character.
Patrick Lee.
But what? No.
He's Irish.
You are so funny. The Irish don't know how to deal with changing leaves. It's just always green there. It's just always green.
brown
It's-
leaves on the trees.
It's probably yeah, so nothing but it's what do they call those trees that never change? Evergreen. It's all evergreen.
Yes,
Yeah.
evergreens.
And when you go to Ireland and you figure out that I'm lying, don't hold it against me.
Yeah.
But you just mentioned Ice Road Truckers. Did you hear they're coming back?
I did hear they're coming back.
8-year hiatus.
I did hear that.
Oh, I was thinking hyenas. What, who
Is
was
that
that
a
from?
word?
Is that hyenas? That's
Hyannisport. That's a.
isn't that
place
from
in
My
Boston.
Cousin Vinny, where the lawyer's like, this is heinous crimes,
Yes. Yes, I think it is.
and he pronounces like
Yeah.
every letter
Mhm.
in that word. Yeah.
Yep.
No, but it's been an 8-year hiatus, and the History Channel's announced Ice Road Truckers coming back. I am excited. I really liked Ice Road Truckers. Did y'all?
I did.
Yeah.
I did
Mhm.
like Ice Road Truckers.
My mom watched it more than I did.
I think
She
they got a
enjoyed it a
little
lot.
overzealous with bouncing in their chairs, but I like the schematics and the thought behind it. And
Oh no, I think they just removed the shocks.
I have a correction.
Oh,
Prudhoe Bay is actually in Alaska, not in Canada.
Moose Jaw is what we were talking about.
Yes, Moose
Moose
Jaw.
Jaw is what we were
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah.
squirrel
Squirrel.
ran
What?
right across the whole screen.
That's a cool effect, Jerry. How'd you do that?
You know what I was looking at with the road trucker thing is how can you be
The
on
what?
the ice road trucker?
That's not what you said.
How can you be on a hiatus and then come back and call it like season 11?
It does seem like it would have to
But
be.
they do that.
Why not the
though.
new Ice Road Truckers?
And
mean,
it'd be
they-
season 1.
They did that with Criminal Minds.
Yes.
It was on hiatus, went to a whole different network, and it came back and picked up the same season it left off at.
They did
Okay.
that with Frasier, didn't they?
No, Frasier had a different name, I think, and
Oh.
it wasn't the exact same name.
Yeah, you're right. Well, no, they did it with Roseanne. So when Roseanne came back, that was like season 10 or
Right.
whatever it was.
Interesting.
And then she, of course,
I wonder who makes those rules.
fired.
I don't
And then it
think they're
became
rules.
Hmm.
I
We're
just think it's
next season. It's going to be season 8 for us.
Yeah.
we're skipping. We're
skipping.
skipping right
Yeah.
over. We're just
Yep. We're doing the Apple. We're pulling an Apple.
yes.
Going from iOS 18 to iOS 26.
I thought we were going to start charging our corporate sponsors.
We
more.
are going to do that too.
okay.
Yes, we're going to do that too.
So I
Yeah.
saw it looks like it's with the original couple. Is that what I was reading there?
Yes, it was.
So they took an 8-year hiatus, or they just didn't want to be filmed for 8 years?
I
The
don't
whole
know.
show was gone for 8
Yeah, the whole
years.
exactly. I think people got bored of it. Honestly, because I know I kind of did. There towards the end, it's kind of the same
Kinda the same
thing
thing.
over and over and
Yeah.
over again,
Yeah.
and you can only watch someone pour rubbing alcohol into your brake lines so many times. You can only see so many trucks towed into a building to thaw out so
Right.
many times.
You can only have so many times where they show the ice cracking under a
Oh
truck,
yeah,
and you think, "Oh my goodness, it's gonna," and it doesn't.
from the same
Yeah,
camera point
Same
every time.
perspective
Like
every time.
so it's not, so
Yep.
we got to back up. If you don't know what ice road truckers are, History Channel puts it on, and it is about these truck drivers that actually it's a documentary. Is that what you call it? Docu-series.
reality.
Yeah.
It's reality TV. But they're really doing it. They're really it's not like some of it's staged,
Staged.
but they are actually hauling freight, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like they're not faking that part. They are actually picking up freight, running it down the ice road and delivering it. And so if you don't know, in Canada and in Alaska, super high up, there's these huge bodies of water, and during the winter or summertime, there's so many bogs and the lakes are obviously water that there's no way to build a road to get to these oil field sites. And so in the wintertime, you have all this ice that they are able to compact down, and the lakes freeze over. And so they literally build a road over the ice. So they are actually driving over lakes that are just iced over.
Yeah.
They're super thick. They're
Yeah.
like 8 foot of ice. They're really, really thick. And they have a very limited window to move as much of this freight as they absolutely can, because after that, the only way these places get any kind of freight is via air, and that is only very small things. So like they'll get their food replenished via
Sure.
air, they'll get mail and bring crew members in and out by flying it in with airplanes. But if you need a 100,000-pound pipe of whatever, calloused or whatever it may be, you only got one way to do it.
Or even large machinery. Like in an
Exactly.
article we read out of CDL Life, they show a flatbed hauling a school bus up there. But they also take large machinery up to the drilling sites and that
Yes.
type of thing. Those are things that you can't necessarily put on an airplane.
Correct.
So they had, like I say, they had that very small window during the winter to haul this stuff up there.
And the airplanes they have up there, they're flying like Cessna Caravans, which are like
Peaches.
No, leave that in. So they have very small airplanes, little single engine airplanes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're big single engine airplanes, but still, they can only carry a few thousand pounds of
Sure.
payload. So again, like you
Sure.
said, if they need a new drill motor that weighs 30,000 pounds,
Right.
screwed.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So, so the whole show is them doing this, and of course, as it gets to either end of the season, the road starts to break down, the
Right.
ice starts to
The
melt,
drama builds.
the drama builds.
We've got to have this up there in 3 days, otherwise the road's closed down.
Exactly, and they all have like monetary goals. Like this year, I'm going to haul 28 loads
Right.
and make $90,000.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
It's a lot.
It's
They
a
get
lot.
paid.
It's
Very
probably
well.
like $500,000.
Yeah.
I'm probably way off with that
Yeah.
number, but so then it's like, oh, can they get it all in? And someone's doing a super heavy, and super
Right.
heavy they can be
Yeah.
only. And the fascinating thing is they're going dead slow. They're going
they're not
like
going fast at all.
10 miles an hour
Yeah.
over the lake, because if they go faster than that, you'll actually get a wave under the water, which could break the road.
How many times have you heard that on the show? They talk the pressure wave under the water.
700,000
every episode
per
3
season.
times.
Yes. So they are really, really going very slow. Now, once they get on land, they can go faster, but crossing the actual
Yeah.
ice, they go a lot slower. So
And then
that's
there are certain stretches where they only have one truck on the ice at a time
correct.
because of the pressure waves and it's interesting stuff from an engineering perspective. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to apply to drive for the next season, because this season that starts airing in October is already in the can, right?
Yeah.
So next season I'm going to drive the ice road.
All right.
I'm going to apply to drive the ice road.
Okay, so note to self, we're going to lose Chile in 8 years.
Yeah.
So, it would be fun. It reminds me,
No,
like
I don't
it's
think so.
it is super dangerous. Don't
Right.
make,
Sure.
like people die every year with those
Yeah,
roads.
all the
Like
time.
it's a very dangerous job. So they do get paid very, very well. It
Yes.
reminds me of what's the fishing thing they do up there? And they made a television
Deadliest
show.
Catch.
Yeah, Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of that. And my boy Todd Graves, who founded Raising Cane's, that's what he did. He actually went up and did the Deadliest Catch, not the TV show, but actually did that
Was a
style of
fisherman?
fisherman
Okay.
to raise money for Raising Cane's.
Interesting.
Now he's a billionaire.
Interesting.
So,
Oh.
but it's super dangerous.
Very dangerous.
So I'm excited to see it come back because I feel like it's been long enough that I'm like, all right,
Got a
I
new
can watch this
generation,
again.
maybe.
Yeah, let's see
Yeah,
what's
there's
happening.
a whole new audience
on.
for it.
Let's see if they're using automatic transmissions
After
yet.
8 years, it's a whole nother generation.
It's a
Yeah.
whole new generation of trucks.
Yep.
And now I'm curious, what are they going to do when the DEF light goes on?
Good question. Very good question.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
very good question.
what happens when they
The
derate
last thing you
halfway
want,
through?
is your truck to derate as you're crossing the ice, and the ice is melting because it's the last day of the season.
Right?
Yeah, and you're
they
cruising at
have
2.5 mile an hour.
Backups to when something happens, like
Like reverse
there's a
gear?
no safety precautions in place. It's been a while since I've watched an episode, and I honestly don't know if I've ever watched a full episode. But like, what if you get sick in the middle of your road and you need immediate attention, heart attack, let's say, or what if you do break through the ice? Are you wearing a life jacket? I mean, like, is there a helicopter coming to rescue you, or are you just kind of SOL out there in the middle of no man's land on ice?
So, from what I can remember, there are tow trucks staged, aren't there? I think I remember.
I believe there are tow trucks and like safety vehicles
Yeah.
along the route. It's been a long time. I remember there being something about safety vehicles.
Yeah, I remember that too. And
So
I
need to
remember
stay tuned.
I remember
watch.
people having health issues and ambulances getting to them.
Okay,
So obviously they've got something in place.
Yeah,
because I would think it's super cold, so I'm thinking lots of anti-gel and
Oh yeah.
not letting your engine shut off.
Yeah.
and-
Well, they did talk about that. How once you go up there for ice road trucking, you turn your engine on and it stays on,
hmm
and it never turns back off. So like, even like most people, like your Swifts, your Primes, all those guys, when you turn your engine on and you just leave it on idle, after 5 or 10 minutes, it'll turn itself off. Those actually, Freightliner and Detroit Diesel have a programming on there when the temperature drops below, I think it's 0, maybe 10 degrees, something like that. It will actually let the truck just idle. So it knows if the temperature is cold enough, we just need to let the engine run. But if you gel, you're kind of screwed.
yeah.
And they all have, like, all the trucks, remember, all have those blankets around the fuel tanks and stuff.
yeah.
Because even though you're circulating hot diesel on 300 gallons, the outsides are going to start to gel up against that tank wall because it's so cold. Then if that flakes off and starts to get in your engine, you could have some pretty serious issues.
Yeah. Well, October 1st, huh?
Yeah,
I'm looking forward
First
to it.
episode.
I wonder.
We should have a watch party.
Well, I
We
was gonna say,
should.
how do you watch it outside of? Like, I don't have cable, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to watch it.
Well, but I mean, it might be on some of the streaming networks.
Maybe.
I mean, History Channel's got to be somewhere on a streaming network, right?
Yeah. Well, you know,
YouTube TV or Fubo or something.
so I subscribed, and this is something y'all might be interested in. I subscribe to History Channel on YouTube, and they have full-length episodes of tons of their programming free on YouTube.
Interesting.
So, like, you remember they used to have a series, Modern Marvels?
Yeah,
where
I
they
love
went
that
through
series. Love that.
all those
series.
episodes are free on YouTube.
How it's made.
Is it,
Oh,
it might be
Jerry's
as well,
giving-
yeah.
I get that.
Jerry's giving
not
it
How
on
it's
that.
made was the
Yeah.
Science Channel. Let's not get confused.
It's still a good
Wow.
show.
No, it's a really good show. Yeah, so it's
I like the History Channel. Me and Don watched the whole series of. They have quite a few different ones, but like the food that built America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The companies that built America.
The Men That Built America.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
that one about the Vanderbilts
stuff.
and Anderson Cooper and no, he wasn't part of it.
Not
But
yet.
the not yet. But the Vanderbilts, the
Rockefellers.
Rockefellers, thank you. The Carnegies,
The Carters.
Ooh,
Carnegie Hall.
Not
thank you.
Carnegie.
Not
Carnegie. Yes, but I don't know how to say.
What about the Hatfield and McCoys?
Carnegie.
They did not Carnegie. Thank you. That's how you say it. No, Hatfield McCoys. I think the Hatfield McCoys were English, weren't they?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm like, I thought they were British. They had the place over by old Cheshire Cheese House.
Yes.
If I remember correctly.
Oh, I don't know, but the Hatfield McCoys are very Western era.
Oh, that's not American? I mean, that is American?
Yes.
I'm pretty
Oh.
sure it's American.
I don't.
They were dueling, like ranches or outlaws,
I know
like
nothing of.
Billy the Kid and whatever his nemesis
Virginia,
was.
West Virginia, something.
The
I know-
Hatfield McCoys.
I know nothing about
What
that. but
about
look-
the Ewings?
the Ewings?
Did they help build America?
If I'm not mistaken, he was an amazing basketball player.
Oh, I meant Jr.
And Bobby,
Oh gosh.
he
Pat-
has no clue.
You didn't
I
Patrick
didn't
Ewing?
watch
You don't know who
Dallas growing
Patrick
up,
Ewing
so-
is?
I
course.
didn't either.
Well, she's
Of
acting
course,
like.
she knows who Patrick Ewing is.
Did you know that Miss
You don't know
Ewing
who-
was my 5th grade teacher?
You don't know who J.R. Ewing is?
Of course I do.
Okay.
So, anyways,
What show was he on?
He was definitely part of a dynasty.
he was on Duck Dynasty,
There
right?
was also Dynasty. Yeah.
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty, sure.
Hello.
Well, that's good to know that YouTube has free history
Yes.
channels.
So tons of free content if you want to watch it.
Vince is going to be watching it.
The other thing I was going to say is right now, Eric and I, speaking of all this in history, are watching The Long Way Home. So if y'all don't know, Ewan McGregor and his buddy Charlie
Boorman.
Boorman, that's the one.
Yep.
They have done several shows, and if you like motorcycles, you might really. And if you don't, you still might really like it. They've done
If you like travel,
like
Yes,
travel
there you go.
Yes,
to unique
definitely.
places. It's a really great show they have, and they did The Long Way Down, which is they left England, one of the either England or Scotland, I don't remember which, and they actually rode their 2 motorcycles all the way down to South Africa.
Yeah.
And they did and that was a whole show. You watched
Right.
the whole thing, which was really cool because they had the director or producer, one of those was an American, and so there's countries in Africa that as Americans we can't go to,
Right.
and so it was kind of cool to see how they logistically worked all that out. But being that Charlie and Ewan are both British, they were able to go to those countries, and so it's neat to see that side of the world that we don't have a chance of going to because we're not allowed.
Yeah.
So then they do the Long Way Around, which is they actually rode their motorcycles again from Scotland or England through Europe, through Russia. They rode them through the Pacific Ocean.
That was impressive.
That
to
was
watch.
very impressive.
Very
I'm like,
impressive
would
to
they have
watch.
paddle tires?
Yes, and the continuous filling of the gasoline for the bikes wide open.
Mhm.
They took a ferry across to Alaska, and they rode Alaska down to America, and then the United States, or I guess through Canada and the United States, and then over to New York City and back home. That was really cool to watch as well. And they have another one, and I can't remember what it's called, but it was from the U.S. down to
Long way.
it was
Is that the one on electric bikes?
yes, so
that
they
was
used
long way up.
a long
where
way
they
up
started down
in
in
Ushuaia.
South America in Ushuaia,
Ushuaia
whatever it's called, and rode up.
rode up. Yes,
That trip was supposed to end in Seattle, I think, and it ended in L.A. because they had so many challenges with
the electric bikes.
Yeah.
There, I think that was a
Yeah.
really cool concept, just probably a little too ahead of its time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I agree.
electric. But
I
if they
agree.
did, if they tried to do it now, the electric bikes have come so far
Right.
Wait.
that they probably would have been better off. But
you said they had problems in California.
No, they had problems along the way with the infrastructure for charging them.
mhm.
They worked with, I can't think of the company's name now. That company actually built like mobile charging stations to use along the way to charge the bikes because the infrastructure just wasn't there all the way up from South Ushuaia to Ushuaia, whatever it is.
You mean they don't have Tesla superchargers in the middle
No.
of the Amazon rainforest?
Well, they were actually riding Harley Davidson live wires.
live wires.
Now just live wire, no longer
Yeah.
Harley Davidson.
Still sold at your
the
local Harley
infrastructure
Davidson
wasn't
dealer.
there. Yeah, exactly. The infrastructure just wasn't there for it. So
I have.
Interesting.
So that one we haven't seen yet. We do need to watch that one, but we're watching The Long Way Home. So they talked about how they've done these epic journeys, but they've never toured around Europe. So they're literally doing a big circle around Europe and
Right.
back home.
so the first one actually was Long Way Round.
Okay, was it?
Then they did Long Way Down, Long Way Up, and now Long Way Home.
Okay, I got that a little out
Yeah.
of order, but
No,
I
it's-
beg for your forgiveness and mercies.
How exciting. Sounds like a neat show.
Well, so they're doing it now around in the shtick they're doing or whatever it is. The hook they're doing is they're on antique motorcycles. So one guy's driving a BMW from like I don't know back when Vince was a kid in the 50s, and the other one is riding a Moto Guzzi,
Okay.
and it's a cop,
Beautiful bikes,
a
both. by
cop
the way.
motorcycle, so it has
Yeah.
a siren still on it. But it's cool watching all the difficulties and challenges they're having with these old motorcycles.
bet.
And they
I
always
bet.
start the series out by showing you kind of leading up to it. So the first episode or two are usually here's the planning stages,
Right.
here's the general idea. Okay, well, if this is closed, what are we going to do here? Like, we're coming up with all the redundancies and stuff. They do actually bring tents and they camp outside in places and all. So it's been fascinating kind of watching this happen. So I say all that to say, we just watched an episode, and they are in Norway, and they are meeting with the Vikings.
But they're in Minnesota.
No, the
goodness.
original Vikings.
They're in Minnesota.
Not the Minnesota Vikings, the Norwegian Vikings.
Oh, the Norwegian Vikings.
Yes.
What
So,
sport do they play?
Death
Oh,
and
okay.
Conquer.
Gotcha.
Devour and Conquer.
Gotcha.
They love Risk.
Risk.
They-
Great game.
they-
Great game. She got 2 days.
Yes.
Risk.
Yes, it's wonderful. So they're at this Viking village, and they're talking with them all, and they all got the big chain metal and all that stuff on, and they're
Right.
just these huge swords and everything. And Ewan tries some of it on, and he takes a sword, and he's like, "Of course, my sword's a little different. It was made of light." And he just goes on this whole Star Wars like. He doesn't ever say Star Wars, but if you know
Right.
what he's talking about,
Sure.
it's like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing there. It's very funny. So it's nice seeing like someone talking about Star Wars up against this Viking. Anywho,
That's cool.
I recommend the show. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It does really make me want to get the Suzuki out and take it for a ride.
We went for a ride on.
We went for a ride Monday.
I never get invited to those.
It was Monday.
They weren't there when I got back.
Well,
I think you were
It was
asleep
like
when we left.
probably. Yeah, that definitely was. What are we doing this
maybe
weekend?
I'll just ride down there.
That would be cool. Both of y'all could.
Good.
You could. Melissa,
What are we doing?
would
this
you care to
weekend?
would you care to explain?
What are we
She's
doing?
dodging
this
the
weekend?
questions.
We are going to Bardstown, Kentucky,
Yes.
for the third
For the Bards Festival.
the Bards Festival.
Yeah, watch a lot of Shakespeare.
It'll be our third year.
Romeo,
Oh, Romeo,
wherefore art thou?
bourbon.
Excellent question.
That's a
Word.
good.
Excellent.
On that note, cheers.
Cheers.
So it's KBF or Kentucky Bourbon Festival. I
Yes.
saw that next year's going to be their 35th year of doing this.
Wow.
What?
I
Wow,
saw it on their
35 years.
socials.
Oh, I thought they were like 5 years old. Wow. Okay.
It is our third year of going.
Yes.
The four of us, Eric, you, Vince, and I.
And we're gonna meet some friends down there as well.
We are, and we've kind of morphed it each time we go each year, and I'm really excited to see how this year kind of pans out. Something a little bit different than the last two. But
Well, this is gonna come out afterwards, so if you want to spoil it, you can.
I don't want to spoil it. This is coming out afterwards.
Afterwards, yep.
I don't know how to spoil it. Somebody else spoil it. I already said we're doing KBF.
So, we're actually gonna take a what do you call it? A field trip?
A field trip.
A
We
field
are.
trip from the
tour.
That's
bourbon.
how that changes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 3-day festival. You really don't need all 3 days.
You really don't.
No.
You really need 2. And you do need 2. 1 is not enough.
No.
One-
It's not enough.
One.
Not for bourbon tasting.
No, it's bourbon. Yeah, exactly. Bourbon. 1 is if you try to do all of that in one day, you would die of
Alcohol poisoning.
alcohol poisoning. But they would actually cut you off.
Yes.
Yes.
they
Um,
would.
And they do give you. So to be clear, so it's a festival where they talk about bourbon, and there's maybe 300 bourbons to choose from. Not 300 distilleries, but 300
Sure.
total that you can
Yeah.
actually try. And they give you the tiniest of samples. It is literally just a taste. And then, some of it, if you don't like, you can spit it out like a wine tasting has or whatever.
Pour it on the ground.
Pour
throw
it on the
in trash.
ground.
Or even
Exactly.
if you do like it, you can spit out the rest because you don't have to
Correct.
swallow it. all.
Absolutely. It is. It's a really cool festival. It's mostly older people. When I say older people, I mean like in 30s and up. So it's not.
Well, you definitely have to be 21 or older.
You do have to
Yeah,
be
you
21,
do.
but there's not a lot of people in that 20-year category. So it's not like a party. Like they have bluegrass music playing. Like they'll bring in bluegrass bands. They'll have people there talking about the industry or talking about new things.
Mhm.
Like a couple of years ago, I remember they had a guy talking about what they were doing at their distillery, where they were using smaller barrels and pressure to
Right.
age the bourbon faster. So
And
like,
no, that doesn't work.
and
But anyway,
that didn't work. But still, just it's just a bunch of people there just enjoying bourbon. It's not a like, hey, let's get hammered, right?
no, it's not.
It's
it
nothing.
really is.
It's nothing like that. But if you did try all of them, you would.
You would. You'd get hammered.
And even when we go, I would say we probably visit 75% of the booths.
Right.
Yep.
There's some you just skip right over, but 75% of the booths, and even there, each booth may have 3 or 4 selections for you, but you
Right.
really only get 1 or 2,
Sure.
unless it's. I mean, there's a couple favorites where yes, we're going to try your
Of
whole
course.
line.
And it's your
Yeah.
big name distilleries, and then it's craft distilleries.
Absolutely, they separate it out really nicely. So craft on one side and big
Yep.
name on the other.
Food vendors, craft vendors.
Yes. Oh, the barbecue and the mac and cheese. Anyways, you need carbs. So yeah, so this year, halfway through it on Saturday, we're actually going to leave Bardstown, which you're like, but you're in Bardstown for the festival.
Right.
Yeah, we're leaving, and we're going out to Frankfurt, and we're going to go do a tour of Castle and Key Distilling
We are.
and Woodford
Woodford.
Reserve. So take our friends out there. They've never been. We have been, and these are like 2 of our favorite distilleries to go to. And Vince got outvoted for Four Roses. Sorry, Vince. I mean,
Well, we were trying to squeeze in a few before the show started.
yes. And then we're
Back
gonna.
in Bardstown.
Yep. And so then we'll get back.
No, no,
Probably.
no, no. Let's go back to Four Roses. How I got outvoted on Four Roses.
Go on.
Okay, I'm over it.
Well, there's 4 of us, and 1 person said Four Roses, and 3 said Woodford.
I don't remember
believe
that vote.
We had Price Waterhouse actually.
I have not seen the verified results of that vote yet.
Well, as soon as they're finished with the Bush
Oh, what do you know?
Gore
The
election.
mail-in
I just got a message from Price Waterhouse saying
Oh, did you?
that they think that there was tampering in the election and in the votes.
It was a hanging Chad. It
Yeah,
was.
it
I agree.
was.
I agree.
So I think it looks like now it was actually 2-2.
Oh, well, it's a shame because now there's no
There's
availability.
no availability at Four Roses.
Yep. So no, we're gonna go hang out there, show our friends kind of what it's like to actually be at the distillery, and then be back Sunday morning for more bourbon tasting at the show. So it's a little different than what we normally do. Either way, I'm excited to go. Now, next week's episode may have us being like, "That was a total mistake." I don't know,
Yeah.
but I'm
excited.
pretty pumped for it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those places like, especially Castle and Key, you could go that like it's an old building that looks like a castle, and it's gorgeous. And when I say it's old, I mean the distillery went out of business in like 1910, and then they found it, and it was buried in weeds, and they literally discovered it.
Well, it was buried in weeds because it had been
Neglected.
for so long. It was actually sold to a architectural, what do they call it? Restoration place
Okay, yeah.
company that was dismantling the warehouses and things
Oh, I do remember that.
piece
Yeah,
by piece and selling the old wood as
like a reclamation.
like a reclamation. Yeah,
company,
so they
yeah.
were selling this old wood for new projects because
Yes.
it had that old wood. So when they purchased the land from this architectural restoration company,
Everything was gutted.
everything was gutted. There were warehouses that were half built because they
Yeah.
removed timbers and that type of thing. So
Even the main
Um,
building, I don't think had a roof.
no,
or
it didn't
anything.
have a roof.
It didn't have a roof. So the outside is stone, like a castle,
Mhm.
like legit looks like a
Yeah.
castle, and it was just the stone. That's
That's
all
it.
that was left.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
excited.
but so they bought it. They started making bourbon there, and it's a really cool place. The gardens are massive. They do weddings all the time. The reason it's called Castle and Key is the castle is the distillery. The key is actually the spring where they get their
Right.
water for the distillery. and it's in the shape of a key. And again, this was built in the turn of the century, 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s, and it's beautiful. It's a place where, like, if you don't drink at all, if you hate whiskey, you would still go and be like, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
They always have craft
Yeah.
food vendors on site and such.
Music.
So
They have music
they
nights.
have music. Yep. So it's a really cool place. I'm very excited to go there. It helps their bourbon's good, but even if it wasn't, I would go. It's gorgeous. I have a barrelhead. Like, it was the first place I went to where I'm like, this place is so pretty. I want a
Yeah,
barrelhead
the
to
grounds are
remind me of it.
beautiful there.
It's
They also have gin that's good.
They do.
They have gin that's bad,
They do.
but they
Yeah.
they do quite a few different things there at that distillery that are really good.
So it's a cool place to
Yeah.
go. Even
Yeah.
if you are in the area. So I'm excited to go. And then back Sunday, a couple more hours at the Bourbon Festival,
Sure.
and then we are responsible, so we are all staying in Bardstown Sunday night.
Yep.
And then Monday morning, head back home. Yeah, so that's why they are saying bring the motorcycles down,
Yeah,
because that area is hill country.
Hill country.
It is.
horse country, beautiful farms, beautiful, just gorgeous.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
So you want to bring your hogs down to horse country.
right. I just booked a U-Haul trailer for
Nice.
for tomorrow. so,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
very cool.
yeah.
For many, many years, driving a truck, what is the scariest thing you can see while you're driving a truck?
A deer runner.
DOT officer with his lights on behind you.
That's correct. A check engine light. So, boy, this was not going the way I planned, was it, Jerry?
Wait a second. I want to hear what their
Good
answers
job.
Oh,
Good
okay.
job.
We
No,
have
I already,
different
but I already
answers.
gave the answer.
You
But I
did
still
that.
want to know what
Okay,
they would have said.
Jerry,
What's the scariest thing?
Jerry.
I would have said maybe a driver sleeping, falling asleep at the wheel or something.
Oh, in front of you?
Okay.
Yeah, I would have been the same, seeing that truck in front of you or whatever.
Oh, if
just
it's
swerving or
weaving, if it's
whatever.
swerving and weaving, I'm good. I slow down. I'll let
Yeah,
him swerve
back
and
off,
weave.
let him go.
I blow
I
my
know.
horn. You know.
Yep.
I think the worst thing is whenever you see that woman pass you in the fast lane and she's got her leg up there shaving her legs and stuff. That's just
Wow.
No, this was probably a tie when you see that guy passing you in the fast lane and he's got his legs up there shaving his legs. Or you just follow him to the drag show that night.
that's right.
That's right. That's right. He drives a funny car, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very funny car.
Or is it Top Fuel? I don't remember.
All right.
A very
Yeah,
funny
very funny
car.
car.
Eric, what was your scariest thing when you get behind the wheel and you're ready to go out? Like that that would startle you?
I don't remember any very crazy things when I was driving.
No deer? You weren't kind of
Oh, deer.
nervous about deer?
A fox, maybe?
No.
No.
There was a turtle one time.
Oh,
Oh.
dude.
Actually, twice. The second one, he wasn't as lucky as
Boop,
the
boop, boop.
first.
Yeah, I just remember one time I was driving by and this guy was watching a movie.
Oh,
Oh,
He was driving down the road.
I have
you
seen.
passed me and didn't wave?
Sorry.
That is.
That is
It's
a
a joke.
king-
It's literally a joke.
So,
That is
We-
a big joke.
yeah. So no, I've actually watched. Lord help me. I've actually passed a ton of trucks where someone's got an iPad
Mhm.
right there watching
Yeah.
a movie or whatever.
Yep.
I've passed many cars. One of them had like the two headrests for the back seats
Yeah.
Mhm.
had TVs in them.
Yeah.
And they had a TV in the center console, and they had another TV over the passenger like airbag. So I guess if the airbag went off, it would just slam an iPad to someone's face.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were showing, I believe they're called flicks.
Oh.
Flicks.
Oh, flicks.
Flicks. Pictures.
Mhm.
Possibly,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, we're just gonna just throw
Yeah.
that out. Like, why?
On all 5 TVs?
All 5 TVs. Streaming live. It's just, it was,
Wow.
it was,
I
That
pulled
would be
into a
distracting.
truck stop one time, and there was a he was sitting there on his break, I assume, and he was literally just in the front row. And I was pulling up to the fuel island, and he had this huge TV in the front cab,
yeah.
and same thing.
I get it's lonely out on the road, especially if you're a solo driver.
Yeah.
This was a car, it wasn't a truck, but I'm like, there are children. Like,
Yeah,
A, I don't want to
sure.
see it, but B, there's children around. Like, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, so.
But that's not it. It's
but that's not.
it's a light.
To me, it's a check engine light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
Got
a
it.
mill light.
Agreed.
So
No.
on a truck, like on your car, you're driving down the road. So if you're not a truck driver, on your car driving down the road, you have a light that pops up, and it's your engine, and that means it's your check engine light. And so all right, we need to figure out what this is wrong. On a truck, you actually have two versions of that. The first is that same amber engine light that you have on
Solid
your
light,
car.
yeah.
It means it's a multi.
Malfunction.
Malfunction.
No,
indicator
malfunction.
light.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Malfunction. It's a malfunction. No, it's a so malfunction indicator light. That means something has gone wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
When those pop up, 9 times out of 10, 95 times out of 100, they're emissions related,
Mhm.
and a lot of that time, it's you're driving down the road. And one of the sensors somewhere on the exhaust system saw something that was slightly out of
Right.
balance,
Yeah.
and it threw it. It could be you had bad diesel, so it just made the temperature a little wonky.
Yep.
Could be you were in a place that was super humid, and so it burned a little different, so that something was off a little bit. If it sees that it's like, hey, this is off, it's going to shine that light. If you keep going, after a little while, a few restarts and keep on going, and everything's normal, it'll turn itself back off.
It will.
It'll go,
Self-healing.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So it may go like, hey, we saw a weirdness, but actually it ended up being fine. And so it'll go off. If it doesn't go off ever, then you've got a real problem. It has to go to a shop and have something fixed on it, right? But there is the second light, and this is the light that's the actual check engine light. And if you look in the manual, it's called a check engine light.
Right.
And it's red. It ain't amber. It's red. And that light means
Stop now.
stop now, get me fixed. Because if you don't, I am going to turn this truck off.
I think you skipped over one. There's 3 lights. The mill light's solid. There's a check light. It's actually an amber outline, and it says check in the middle. And then there's the red light that is solid and says stop in the middle. So you cover the MIL light, which
Okay.
is solid.
Yeah, it does. Okay, I see what you're saying. I guess I'm thinking back to the old Kenworth.
Well, let's talk modern trucks. That's what we run.
You're right. So I am thinking of the Kenworth, which actually had a red engine. So on the Freightliners, they do say check,
Mhm.
and it's yellow, and that's when you know you have an issue.
A bigger problem. Yeah.
And it will eventually.
Turn red.
Turn red.
Pop up the red one also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it says check, you got a problem,
You got a problem.
like a real problem.
Mhm.
And then when it goes red, it says stop.
It says stop.
Stop engine.
It's been so
Yep.
long since I've been driving. And when it says stop engine, it is turning itself off.
Mhm.
Like it's legit.
2 minutes roughly.
And our trucks have an engine shutdown override.
Yes, they do.
So you can actually, depending on the issue, you can
Right.
press and hold that, and it'll let you get off the interstate or the highway and get to a safe place to park. And you can,
Can I go through it a little bit deeper than that?
Sure.
So generally, if the stop light comes on, the red light comes on,
Mm-hmm.
the amber check light will be on also.
Yes.
When that check light starts to flash, you got about 30 seconds before it's going to shut down on you.
Okay.
So if you press the shutdown override button, it'll stop that and reset that timer
Yes.
to about 2 minutes, and then it'll go back through it. However, like you were saying, you don't just want to willy-nilly hit that reset.
Correct.
If that stoplight comes on,
You got a problem.
get off the road.
Yeah.
And that could be safely off the road on the shoulder, safely. You know, the example I give is if that light comes on, that stoplight comes on, and you're stuck in traffic and you can't get over immediately, well, hit that reset as you're trying to get over, but you need to get off the road and shut the truck down
Absolutely.
and find out what the problem is.
Yes.
So it's not a tool that you just want to keep hitting willy-nilly. Another example, I had a truck in the yard that it popped up before I even left the yard. It popped up with the check light and the stop light, and the code was, and actually it popped up a big display. It was a Cascadia in the middle, big red message that said coolant level low.
Yeah.
Stop the truck, pop the hood, and my coolant's fine. My coolant
The
level
sensor was
wasn't low.
bad.
The sensor was bad.
Yeah.
So I had to get it to a dealership. So I drove to the dealership, watching my temperature
Press
the
that
whole way,
button.
pressing that button every minute or so to get
Yep.
get myself there. So there are times when you want to use it. However, you don't want to just do it willy-nilly. You want to know what's happening.
Yeah.
You want to watch everything you can. Like, in that sense, coolant, I knew I was full.
Yeah.
My temperature wasn't going crazy high. I was safe to get there. But there was a lot of investigation before I drove it to the dealership.
So you actually have a couple different coolant sensors. People don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You have a couple different ones, and when it gets to the bottom sensor, the check engine override does not work.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
when you actually run out of coolant,
Mhm.
like if it were to had a pipe that exploded or something,
Yeah.
you didn't see it, which is possible because you think of like a coolant line exploding.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I'd see
it
smoke.
happens.
I'd see smoke coming out of my engine. So how could I not know that?
Mhm.
The bunk heaters for our trucks actually run off these, and they share a coolant line with the APU.
Yeah.
So you could actually rupture a line behind the hood, and you wouldn't see it driving if you're looking forward,
Yeah, especially at night.
especially at night.
Yeah.
So
No, you find that when you park, and then you're like, "What's this goopiness on my
yes.
feet?"
So
Been there, done that.
yeah, 100%. Oh, and the smell. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Burning coolant smells terrible. So no, if you get to a certain point that on the fill tank or on the tank, the coolant it will not let you override it.
Interesting.
Ask me how I know.
How do
Been
you
there,
know,
done that.
Patrick?
So in 2021, I just picked up a brand new, the very first new Cascadia Bolt bathroom sleeper
Yeah.
with the with all the safety systems. It was
Oh,
the first time.
Detroit
Detroit
Assurance.
Assurance and everything. And I, at that time, used to run the trucks around and make sure they were fine.
Sure.
Before I brought a team in to look at the truck or to move into it. And it was on my birthday. I remember this very specific. And I was on the interstate and that came up. And I did the engine
Yeah.
override. And it let me do it a couple times. And I was able to get into a truck stop, and then it shut off, and it wouldn't let me do it again. So at least I got to the truck stop.
Sure.
And then I opened up the hood, and there's bone dry, no coolant in there. And it was like, all right, I see
Yeah,
now why
I
I did
get
it. And so I had to order the tow truck out, and they came and picked it up. And then I had to actually ride with the truck driver out back to my place to get my car, and it was a whole fiasco. And not a big deal. It was a clamp or something that came loose in the wire, and then
Yeah.
the hose came out. They were able to put it back on, retopped it off at the Freightliner dealership, and I went and picked it up a couple days later. And later on that week, I was still able to put Jerry and Don in that truck with no problem.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So that
Yeah.
was a very memorable experience for me.
Me too.
I think I was on the phone with you, wasn't I, when it happened?
You did not. You told me what happened, but you were not letting me know that it was our truck. You were definitely keeping that a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
surprise!
Yeah.
You have fresh coolant.
Well, that was a time too where we were picking up a truck like one or two a month, right? Like that was a crazy time for us.
I
So
remember whenever you had me go pick up another truck, and you needed me to follow you back to the yard, and you were driving the truck that we were in at that time, and I was driving the other truck you needed me to pick up.
yes, I
And
remember the smell.
I noticed Patrick was just giving it all he had, and I'm like, why is he driving my truck like that?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he was just getting on down the road. Let me tell you. Of course, we can only do 65, y'all.
Yeah, I
but
was going
still.
to
But-
yeah, but it was a
Flooring it.
35-mile-an-hour road.
Exactly.
And then we go
I was not. That
pulling-
was a joke.
yeah.
Okay.
We go pulling into the yard, and I see this big red bow.
Aww.
There's a picture up here.
There you go.
Aww.
There
Oh,
you go.
cool.
A big red bow on a truck, huh?
Is that the
Yeah.
red bow we used to have in the yard?
It is. What do we do with that? Oh, we gave it to.
We gave to one of the,
yes, them,
lady at
the lady at the
that was
shop.
giving her daughter her first
Yes.
car. Yeah.
They didn't give it back.
I think they did. It might still be in the yard.
Okay.
I think they did give it back. Yeah. Yeah, because like you
Do you know how hard it
Never
is? To,
mind.
do you know how hard it is to find a 4-foot bow?
apparently it's easy if you have enough money.
Well,
Because you kept telling us we couldn't get rid of it, even though it was taking up space in the yard.
oh my
'cause of
gosh,
how much it cost.
it was the size of a toolbox.
It was huge.
It was huge.
It was huge.
It weighed
yeah.
nothing. It was
Nothing
crazy.
at all.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
grams.
first time
One
I
might
went,
say grams.
first time I went to figure out what was in that box. It was up on a shelf,
Yeah.
and I picked it up. I almost fell backwards. I thought it was
Yes.
heavy. It's, yeah.
And
not
you were
that
like, it's empty box. We've
Mhm.
been storing an empty,
Empty
box.
box
And
all
you
the
open
time.
it up.
I've never had a vehicle with a bow delivered to me.
No, but I
And I
did.
bought a brand new vehicle before.
But I did surprise you.
She did surprise you.
I didn't tell you about that truck when you came to pick it up. either you didn't know about it or you were faking it.
We knew about it,
Okay.
and we were still excited about it even though we knew about it.
See, that's why you don't tell anyone on staff when you're trying to surprise someone.
You told us about the truck.
See, that's why you need to learn to keep your mouth shut.
Yes, you do. Apparently,
I
Yeah.
was even excited though for the third one.
Man, y'all drove a long time, didn't y'all?
Yeah.
years.
I mean, the third truck was
How many of those were new?
the
0.
first
Nope,
one.
the second one.
Second one.
Number
The
Smaller.
Western Star was new.
As we call it, number 2.
Number two.
1,500, I think she had on her.
1,500 miles.
What did you say she had on her recently?
800 and.
Oh, that's y'all's truck?
Yeah.
Woo,
Stop it.
Yeah.
I just
That's-
pointed that
that's
truck
our
out to
truck.
you today.
Yep.
820,000 miles. Looks beautiful.
We
On
got her.
the
at
outside.
We got her at 1,500.
The inside looks good, too.
It doesn't look bad at all. You're right.
The seats
The
are
seats
tired. The seats are
worn.
they're
They've been
they're
800
original.
something
They're
thousand.
original seats.
Original
I am
seats.
shocked.
No seat covers on those seats.
I am shocked. Those are original seats. Because I'll be honest, like around 500,000 miles, we try to get rid of a truck, but some trucks they last longer than that. And a team will say like, "We love our truck, but can we please get a new seat?"
Yeah.
And so it's not crazy unusual to put a new seat in a truck that's got 500,000 miles on
It's
it.
not.
800,000 miles with
Mhm.
original seats,
Original seats.
and they still work.
They still work.
It's
There's no holes, physical holes in
no,
the seat.
the vinyl's just
vinyl's
rubbed.
just rubbed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think so. I know what we're going to do with that truck, and I can't really tell y'all yet, but there is some stuff happening with that truck
Mhm.
that you'll see in the future. It'll make sense. And I think we're just going to put seat covers on them, right?
Why not?
Coveralls.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Coveralls.
I need to order
All
those
three of
on.
them were good to us.
Yeah.
I mean, even the first one, she had lots of miles on her.
Is that Bagheera?
Yeah, and you
Bagheera.
sold her this last summer.
I did.
You
And,
did.
and Vince
Here's a
came,
picture of that.
Vince
Yeah.
came
Vince
home.
cried.
Vince did.
did
He
cry.
cried. He cried when he handed the keys over. But she also had a lot of great teams in her that we mentored and a lot of good memories. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of good memories on that truck.
I tell you,
I was just looking, and my truck that you gave me, brand new, is still on the road in the fleet, and as of recently, it's at 817,000.
yeah. Yep.
wow.
I know because that
do you
one
think
had.
about that and you're like,
I do.
No, Jerry doesn't. Jerry's like that was his 87th truck in his career. He's
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
"Oh."
I
doesn't
think. I
matter.
think
That was
about
my
that.
only new truck I've ever had.
I think about that truck because it's out of warranty and
How many miles did you put on it before you
they had a
were out
repair
of it?
recently.
Roughly, if you can think back.
Oh God, I don't know. I really don't know.
Jerry,
Yeah.
you had it like 3 or 4 years.
Almost 4 years. In that
Yeah,
truck.
so about 150,000 miles. So
Jeez.
that's the picture that pulls up for Fight a Freightliner. So you'll see it here. It's a really cute picture. But on my phone, it's buried in the photos. I don't even know why it's on here like this. But like you ran a lot.
I did coast to coast,
I know.
so I did run a lot.
4 times a month.
No, that's not true. Especially not in the beginning.
6,000 miles times 4. What is that? 24,000 miles in a month? Oh, that is a lot. Oh, you're right. That is a lot.
In the beginning, we didn't do that, but
Yeah.
towards the end, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a great trip down history lane.
It really
But
is.
again, back on track. So check engine lights.
Yes.
There's the mill light, check engine light, stop engine light.
Mhm.
My big fear, and the reason I was thinking there was only 2, is I still remember when Eric and I were driving. We got started in a 2008. I actually got started in 2007, but Kenworth. But we actually bought our first truck. It was a 2008 Kenworth T660, and that truck only had 2. It was a amber mill light, and then it
Right.
was a red engine light. They were identical. We didn't have anything that said stop or whatever. The truck
Right.
just randomly
solid
turned
lights.
off.
Yeah.
When the truck turned off, you knew that it was done. The red check engine light, to me, was the scariest thing, because if a DOT officer pulls you over and you're maintaining your truck like we all did,
Mm-hmm.
who
And do-
cares? And do exactly, yeah. Who
Sure.
cares?
Yeah.
I'm,
sure.
Let me do my inspection.
Yeah.
And we're good.
Yeah.
Now there's that immediate fear of like, did the speed limit just change 55? Like,
Yeah.
how many of us have felt that? Like,
Right.
wait,
Right.
what's the speed limit again?
Yeah.
So there is that. When they come to your window, they're like, "Oh, we just pulled you over for a random level 1 inspection." You're like, "Whew." So that part, it's over in half an hour or so,
Yeah.
and you're on your way again. If there is someone in front of you that's weaving and driving crazy, right? You can blow your horn, and hopefully
Sure.
that'll help them out.
You report it.
Or yeah, you report it to a cop, or you just sit back and like, I'm gonna slow down. That way,
Yeah.
if something happens, I'm not in the midst
Right.
of it, right? And if they get off the road for a rest area, you get on around them.
Exactly.
So a lot of these deer constantly saw them. It's just something you just kind of get used to, numb to it, I think. But a red check engine light, that could be a
Major
3,
problem.
4, 5 day
Yeah.
Adventure.
Yeah, you could be
Yeah.
down for a while. And so that always brought me such stress. Now, granted, we had the added weight of not only is it we're going to be down, but now we're going to have to pay for this,
Mhm.
right? So, I mean, when you're driving for a fleet owner, the nice thing about it is it's not my money. You know, they're going to put me in a hotel. They're going to cover any Ubers we may have. They're going to take care of if we're down for over a week. They're going to
Right.
pay us some downtime pay, right? But when you're an owner operator, that's all on you. So yeah, that always brought so much stress and so much fear to me. And then on the newer trucks, so that as an old truck only had a DPF filter, nothing else on it. On the newer trucks, the EPA was so strict on how clean those trucks had to run. They actually had things in there where if your DEF system, if your DEF was low or it saw something funny or whatever, it would actually paralyze your truck even though your engine was still running fine. Even though your DPF filter was still clean. It's not that emotional. Are you okay?
It's sad to think about what would happen if your DEF system had a problem. I mean, Melissa and I sat in a truck stop for, I don't know, a couple hours one time waiting for a tow truck to tow us in because our truck wouldn't regen because we had a bad dozer valve.
Ugh.
And we were down overnight.
So
And
sad. If anybody didn't see that, Vince is
And then-
wiping
and
tears
then
away
we
with his hanky.
Got
Fake
back
tears.
on the road. No, I have real tears. My allergies are kicking in. We got back on the road. We got back on the road and we were good to go, ready to roll.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
truck had 30,000 miles on it.
yeah.
Friggin' Western Star.
Well, you know, quality is in the eye of the beholder.
I agree.
So on these trucks, nowadays, that can be absolutely be a problem. So
Sure.
like when Eric and I first started driving, if your check engine light came on and the truck turned itself off, it was to protect itself from implosion.
Right.
Like it would literally, if you kept going, you could absolutely harm the engine. Nowadays, if your check engine light comes on and it shuts itself off, it could just be a EPA required. Your truck's not running as clean as it should be.
Which was our
situation.
problem, honestly.
Yes,
Right? That was our problem. Our truck
Happens
ran just
all the
fine,
time.
except we couldn't do a regen.
happens all the
Yeah.
time. Jerry, I know Don is in maintenance, and I know he vents to you. How many doser valves and DEF pumps have paralyzed our trucks over the last 2 years?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Would you say over 100?
Would it surprise you to learn? Feels like he's on trial
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Would it surprise you to know?
I would hate to say a number, but I know it's a lot.
It's a lot. If it's not 100, it's close.
Yeah.
It's over 5 is what I'm saying.
Oh God.
This month. So
This week.
this week, yeah. So it's a lot. So where we see that as an inconvenience, as a frustration, especially if you're in the driver's seat, and we get it because everyone sitting here has been a driver before.
Yep.
Yep.
We all know what that's like. Outside of it being a frustration for you or for the drivers and possibly losing your load, which means the load you accepted for $3,000 just became a $900 load because
Right.
you weren't able to complete it, which means you took a cut in pay because of it. It's an expense on us because maybe we had to have it towed. And yes, that part is covered under warranty. So that's fine. But we have to tow the truck there,
Right.
which cost us money.
Money.
And we have that lost income as well.
Yeah.
So like where that $3,000 load was going to pay us an X amount of money, now it doesn't. It pays us considerably less. And then some of the carriers will even back penalize us behind the scenes because of it. So there's that as well. We have to maintain a certain level of on time across our entire fleet. So there's other stuff that people don't see. Then we're putting drivers in hotels. We're paying if it is a week-long repair.
Right.
We're paying downtime pay. So those breakdowns are extremely costly and annoying to us, and they're annoying to the drivers. But what interesting has happened recently
Very interesting.
is that the EPA under the current administration is looking at this and going, okay, not only is that a burden on these companies, not only is that annoying to these drivers, but it's actually hurting the U.S. economy
It is.
by having so many trucks down for these repairs, and the numbers are staggering. And the amount of money this has cost is crazy to see. And so the EPA has put in is it a requirement or is it just a recommendation, or where do they what are they calling it right now? So we saw this article in
CDL Life is where I'm looking at it.
yes, it's on multiple places. It's a very widely referenced, but CDL Life is the article we're looking at right now.
So the quote here is on Tuesday, I forget what day that is.
August 12th.
The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency announced action to address concerns from truckers and farmers even about diesel exhaust fluid systems.
Yes.
On August 12, 2025, EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin announced new guidance meant to, quote, protect American farmers, truckers, and other diesel equipment operators from sudden speed and power loss caused by diesel exhaust fluid systems. So they've taken an action. It doesn't really. I guess what they're doing is, in short, by model year 2027, the requirements state that all new diesel on-road trucks must be engineered to avoid sudden and severe power loss after running out of DEF, and then also to fix the problem with current vehicles. The manufacturers need to develop software or adjust their software so that trucks pre-2027 don't have that problem as well.
Yeah. So there'll be a massive recall. Pretty much every truck built
Yeah.
since 2010
Yep.
will have to be reflashed, software recall,
Yep.
to make it to where this doesn't paralyze the truck. And this is actually like, so I know we're talking about it, kind of selling it as like a good thing, because we've all been there, we've all been handicapped by it. But this is not without controversy.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
Some of the controversy has been environmental impacts on this, and there are some questions about what does this mean for clean air. So the purpose of that system debilitating the trucks is to ensure compliance.
Right.
So if I make your truck stop working when it's not in compliance anymore, when you're out of DEF or a sensor's gone bad or something of that nature, then I ensure that you're going to have to get it to a shop, get it fixed, and then or put more DEF or whatever in it, right? But the backside of this is, how are they going to guarantee compliance? What is going to entice people to actually still continue to maintain those systems and continue to put DEF in those trucks? And DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, it's a urea-derived substance that actually goes through and cleans the exhaust, and it helps take out those diesel particulate filters, diesel particulate from the air, and helps the trucks run cleaner. So I think that's an interesting question. I haven't seen much information on that.
There's a quote here from OIDA, the Owner Operator Independent Drivers Association, that says EPA's guidance establishes more common sense inducement schedules that will help drivers maintain safe control of their vehicles as they diagnose and remedy faulty DEF SCR systems. So it sounds like from that there will be kind of a time frame on when you get that repair done, but that's not clear. That's from OIDA. It's not from the EPA. Yeah. So who knows if they'll have a time frame where it allows you to get your load taken care of and then work towards getting it repaired. What that time frame looks like, who knows? If I'm making a delivery in Laredo, Texas, but the preferred shop is Columbus, Ohio, will it give me a time to get 2 days down to Laredo and then 4 days back to Columbus?
Yeah.
So what that looks like, I don't know.
Well,
But again, there has to be, I guess it doesn't have to be, it seems like there should be something that says you can't just run your truck on empty DEF with a check engine light on forever because you're polluting the air or potentially polluting the air.
well, and they are saying the EPA requirements in 2027 must be engineered to avoid sudden and severe power loss.
Right.
They didn't say no power
No power
loss.
loss, yeah.
And they also didn't say that it couldn't be a slowly timed,
Sure.
right? So do they give you 10,000 miles? Do they add on to the DOT inspections that are happening annually that does the truck have a check engine light on?
Right.
Like, what are they doing for that? I'm very curious. I don't know that there's been a lot of guidance since this. I know a lot of people are very curious about it and what's going to happen. As am I, because although I am in trucking and I am excited to see that there are some progress made that hopefully will save us some money.
Sure.
I also am a person living on this earth, and I want to make sure that we're not polluting it too much.
Right.
So I'm very curious what they're going to do.
I have a couple of comments. First and foremost, I guess I never thought of farmers and heavy equipment, aka like all the tractors on 70 for the road,
Mm-hmm.
also having DEF. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I guess I live in my little world of straight trucks bubble. So, wow. That's all I got to say about that. Who knew they had them too? Secondly,
Well, and it's not necessarily the tractors. It could also be their dump trucks or their
sure,
their
no, so I'm
grain
saying
trucks.
any
Yeah.
of the construction or
Yeah.
mining equipment or
Even
any big rig
Diesel equipment.
Yeah.
diesel. I guess I just didn't think
So
all
not
diesel needs DEF.
so not all diesel does. So like a lot of them don't have SCR systems, but the trucks that they use to bring the grain from or the corn or whatever from the field to market
Right.
may require it.
Sure.
So it may not necessarily be the combine that's running down the road, although it could be because
Yeah.
new ones do have it.
Yeah.
But there's so many parts and pieces that they're using that it
Right.
could then affect them.
And then my other question is without sensors, so pretend there's no sensors on any trucks, does a vehicle that's running diesel need to have DEF? Because I guess in my little bubble of straight trucks for 3 years plus, I assumed one didn't work without the other. But is that not the case? Diesel still runs with diesel, but DEF is trying to help us save the earth
So yes,
for emissions.
so I'm curious about that as well. So that's a very good point, actually. Like our first truck, our Kenworth, didn't have DEF, so it just worked on the diesel engine. And what would happen? It had a DPF filter, a diesel particulate filter. But what happened is while you're going down the road, when it acknowledged that the DPF filter was getting clogged, it would actually superheat the exhaust. And it did this by way of an injector through an art head, which was the nightmare that Caterpillar figured out. It was horrible and cost us tons of money. But it would superheat that exhaust. And Mercedes-Benz had their version of it, and Cummins had their version of it. And that would literally bake the DPF filter, and
Ash out.
and then ash would just come out of your exhaust pipe, and it would land on the road. And ash is not the same as diesel particulates. I know like ash is a substance and particulates are the substance,
Right.
but ash is not a micro whatever they call it that diesel particulates are. So ash will just land on the road, get in the water system, and it goes away. Diesel particulates actually are still harmful. That get in the air. So that's the difference. And that would clean itself, and then at some point it would no longer be able to clean itself. You'd have to bring it in. They would take the DPF filter out. They would try to bake it or clean it with another machine. If that didn't work, you'd have to replace it. And they're super expensive, a couple $1,000s. And then you'd be good to go again. On a DEF system, they inject this urea solution, and it cleanses the air, and it actually makes those DPF filters last a lot longer. But I do wonder without it, because they're designed to work together. So it's a selective catalytic regeneration, which is what the SCR side of it is. It's
Right.
really what it's called. DEF is an element of it, but SCR is really what we're talking about. In Europe, they're not required to have DPF filters. In Europe, they go, if you have DEF, it'll actually clean the exhaust good enough. You don't need that DPF side of it. In America, we don't have that. So we have both. And I do wonder, like, if you have no DEF, but the truck is allowed to continue to run, there is no superheat function. So eventually that DPF filter would clog. So maybe that's what they're relying on, is at some point, if you don't get A fixed, then B's going to break
It causes a
down.
problem. Sure.
And now what could be a under warranty or super cheap fix will become a monumental expense to get the whole system replaced or repaired. So I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know if there's any situation where you can run a DPF truck without DEF and test it, like, because they all have the kill feature installed with them.
Right.
So we didn't care about our pollution and our air pollution and want to live forever
Yes.
as a species. Can you run, I guess this is my other question, can you run diesel in the truck without DEF? Or whatever else?
So when you,
Or does it need something?
So deleting a truck, it's illegal. Do not do it.
No. I realize that.
I'm just pointing that out there. Put that out there. We're going to talk about deleting a truck, but do not do it. It's illegal. It's immoral. It's wrong. It just is wrong. Even if you're like, screw the government, yada yada yada. I just it's wrong. It's morally wrong.
Yeah.
But what they do is they will disable the DEF system, so electronically programmed.
Sure.
Those doser valves, they'll just tell them to turn off. DEF pump, just turn off. And then for the DEF or the DPF filter, they can do a couple things. One is they will just remove it altogether. So it's just a pipe, exhaust out of it.
Sure.
Or and sometimes they'll put a muffler on it too, because it's your DPF actually functions as a muffler. So if you don't have it, you need to have something to muffle your engine. So put a muffler on. Or they will take that DPF and they'll actually core it, which means they'll take a drill, like a diamond bit drill bit, and go through the DPF filter. And whereas a DPF filter looks like a honeycomb, it's tons of little small holes, and it's in ceramic and platinum and lots of precious metals. They'll just drill right through it, and you'll have a big several 2-inch holes or whatever to get the amount of backflow they need. And then they'll stick it back on, and that's never going to clog because it's such big holes. They'll do that a lot of times if they're trying to hide the fact they've deleted the truck.
I see.
So a officer or someone could still look at it and go, well, it has a DPF filter, and it has all the other stuff. So that's what they'll do so that one system doesn't destroy the other.
Sure.
So I don't know if you took one system out and left the other one working as it's supposed to. I don't think they'll work together, but I don't know.
I see.
Like
do pickup trucks
just
that
doesn't happen.
run on diesel need DEF?
Yes.
Yes. Modern ones do. Yes.
Modern. Yeah.
Yep.
After a certain year.
Yeah.
The Sprinter van uses DEF.
Exactly.
I knew that.
Does.
Yeah.
I got a buddy of mine. He has a Volkswagen Golf wagon with a 2.0 liter diesel and has a DPF filter. It's very small. It's adorable. But yeah, and he has to put DEF in it. Now, on smaller vehicles, they're able to like put a big enough tank in that you do it every 10,000 miles. So a lot of times people don't know that because they're getting DEF put in when they do their oil changes. So like
I see.
You get a Volkswagen diesel and you drive it in 10,000 miles, you go to the dealership, they're going to top off your DEF, they're going to do all that, and you won't be the wiser of it.
That's why you don't see a DEF thing at the normal car spot.
I was
Exactly.
like, yeah, it seems odd.
But I had a Dodge pickup truck, 2015 Dodge pickup truck with a 3-liter turbo diesel, and actually at the like when you open the gas door, it did have a DEF and a diesel
Oh.
fill, and the DEF was way smaller than the diesel, so you couldn't
Yeah.
like.
So I have to put the wrong
Yeah.
pump in. Yeah.
So I mean, but a pickup truck like an F-350 or Chevy 3500, they're going to consume a lot more DEF than say the Sprinter van does or your Volkswagen Golf
Sure.
would.
Right.
Sure.
So
And I wasn't trying to be nefarious. I just didn't know if
That's a good question.
It-
in
no,
the
it's-
world,
it's
if
a
a
very good
vehicle was
question.
made
no, it's a
fresh off the assembly line
Yeah.
with only a diesel tank and diesel lines, would a truck
yes.
run on diesel?
So
You don't have to have another chemical
correct.
to make it run.
So let's go
No.
back 2007, which was
Okay.
the last year you didn't have to have a DPF filter.
Oh, there we go.
In 2007, that truck that Eric and I drove had a 11-liter Caterpillar engine, and the exhaust left the engine, went into a muffler, got quiet, and blew out the tailpipe. Most of the trucks Jerry drove back when he was driving back in 1987 or whatever it
Right.
was, none of those had DPF filters. A diesel engine actually it's more reliable and works better than a gasoline powered engine
Sure.
because it requires so much less than what a gas engine does. So yes, they will work just fine without it, but they're not. The article doesn't talk about getting rid of everything. It
Right.
just talks about suspending the disciplinary action of one,
Right.
and that's where I'm like, does this going to cause issues on the other side of the
Sure.
truck?
Sure. That
So
makes sense.
it's very interesting. I'm very curious what's going to happen. I'm curious what that recall is going to look like.
Sure.
As someone who operates 125 trucks, like that's a lot of trucks got to go to Freightliner and get reprogrammed.
Yeah.
Um,
I think though, for a fleet like ours, if a driver reports that they're having a check engine light, or we'll get that through
absolutely.
on the back end. We get the alerts when they get a check engine light.
Yes.
If they need to make a delivery, make your delivery. You're not going to get derated. And then once your delivery is done, we need to get you to a dealership to get taken care of. So
And-
responsibly,
Yes.
as a responsible fleet, we're going to make sure that gets taken care of. So we don't have problems down the road.
With the red one.
Yes.
Yes.
And two, we're still being environmentally responsible, an environmentally responsible fleet,
Sure.
right?
Well, and we do it now.
We
so
do.
so like if you call and your red check engine light's on, and you're like, "Hey, Hyfield, our red check engine light's on, my red check engine light's on. I don't know what to do." Our maintenance department's going to ask, "Okay, we're going to look for an email, see if we have anything," but they're going to ask a few questions, and one of them is, "What do you deliver? Where are you now? Where do you deliver? Where do you pick up?" All that good stuff. And if you're at the delivery, or you're like close to it, they're going to tell you engine shutdown, override, get to your delivery, make your delivery, and then if there's a shop nearby, you may engine shut down to that shop. If there's not, we'll get a tow truck and have you towed
Right.
out of there. We do that now with our very limited amount of 2 minutes at a time.
Right.
Being able in the older Cascadias, classic Cascadias, you had to press and hold. The new
Oh.
ones you can press for every 2 minutes.
Yeah. I was taught to put a coin in it trick so it would stay down as you drove.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah. That actually ended my reefer career.
Oh, too bad we don't.
I'll
have
tell
any-
that story another day.
Too bad we don't have more of those trucks.
Yeah.
So we're already doing that. So I can imagine with this, it's going to give us even more leverage to make that happen. If you have a
Right.
close, maybe you do a delivery and your pickup's only 2 hours away. Maybe you have time to get that pickup and then maybe make that next load and then we can get your truck fixed, right? Like that would be nice is to get some time.
Sure.
I do agree that there needs to be a limit. Like
Yeah.
if
You can't run forever.
you can't run forever. It's not good for the environment. Like at some point, our lineage, our heritage needs to live on, right?
Mhm.
And it doesn't do us any good if we
Yeah.
pollute and kill the earth. But a little bit of flexibility certainly would help out.
Interesting to watch that one play out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it will be.
And 2027, still 2 years out. So I'll be very interested to see
Right.
what happens.
Well, like a
A
year,
year
and
and
a
3
quarter.
months. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
true. They didn't say exactly when 2027.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
model
okay.
year
So it's model year
2027.
2020, which actually
It's actually
It's
is
a year away.
that you're right. That's
Yeah.
July 2026.
Yeah.
It's been real good catching up. We went a little long this time.
But it's been a great conversation.
It's been a great conversation, yes. And if you haven't seen
Yeah.
Ice Road Truckers, go back, History Channel
Mhm.
on YouTube, binge all 11 seasons to get ready for the 12th season coming up. And if you binge 11 seasons, you'll be sick of it.
Yeah, you-
But
You will be.
but at least watch one
You just
season. It's
fast
pretty fun.
forward through some of the parts.
Yes.
You can.
And just watch
Yeah.
the exciting stuff.
When they start showing the ice cracking, just
You
skip
got it.
ahead.
You got the whole thing.
Just skip ahead.
Watch
Yeah.
it one
once.
time. Watch
Watch
it
it once
time.
and skip ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jack's headed to Yellowknife on
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. So in the meantime, if you for some reason have interest in what we're doing and you want to know more about Hyfield Trucking, we had some availability, but it looks like it's starting to fill up. So if you're interested in driving with us, one of our Hyfield trucks with Panther or FedEx, reach out to us because that little bit of availability we had is starting to shrink down, and I'm excited about that. And then if you have a topic you want us to discuss here on the Outer Belt, by all means, you can shoot us an email at theouterbeltpodcast@gmail.com. The
outerbeltpodcast@gmail.com.
also known as
The outerbeltpodcast@gmail.com.
one more time,
The Outer Belt Podcast at gmail.com.
or you can
Call.
no. Well, yes, you could. That would be odd. I mean, you could.
How about they
Are
put a
you
little
interested-
comment thing on the bottom?
Hello. Oh, thank you for calling Hyfield Trucking. This is Melissa. How can I help you? Oh, you'd like us to talk about Ice Road Trucking Season 12, Episode 4. All right, we will do it.
Yeah, Melissa would like that phone call.
Yes, Melissa would love that phone call.
Yes.
No, you're
Yes,
right.
she would.
The what
The
did you call
little,
it?
the little comment
The
thing.
comment thing,
Comment
also known
thingy.
as the
Yes.
comments.
Yes.
Yes.
Just plain comment. Just go down below the
The
below
video.
the thing.
The thing.
Below the thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
below the video or whatever.
Jerry is dying.
And then-
Jerry looks so uncomfortable. If you're listening to this on the podcast,
Yeah.
you should know that Jerry right now
Yeah.
wants to crawl under the couch she's sitting on.
Jerry, you should make the thumbnail your face right now.
You should. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, that's okay. Because, it's a video, but if you're not watching and you're just listening,
Yes.
it's just a picture.
It's just a picture of
Jerry's
Jerry's
face.
face.
Right. And you can hit the like button
Yes.
and then you can comment about how much you love us.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Say you like what we're doing and you'd like to see all the episodes we're doing. What should they do then?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And the fee for that is?
$5 directly
No,
to
Eric,
Heather
the
at-
Eric, the
At Venmo.com.
and we're done with you, Eric.
Exactly.
So, how much? What's the fee to subscribe?
0.
That's right.
Dinero.
Not a single cent. And then you can hit that bell on some platforms, and that'll
Ding, ding.
actually. That's right.
And if you're interested in driving a truck, you can go to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, website.
At
Hyfieldtrucking.com. I don't know what all the other platforms are, but you can definitely find us. Hyfieldtrucking.com.
Hyfield Trucking. It's the same name. That's on my shirt. It's on Eric's shirt.
Yep.
HYFIELD trucking.com. We got a chat feature on there. We got a message feature on there. You can set up an appointment to chat with one of our lovely recruiters. We've got some of the best.
You can
Don't you
just
agree?
call if it's Monday through Friday,
You could call.
8 to 5.
Yes. And who would
Eastern.
you talk to?
Either myself or Delina.
Yes.
I should say Delina or myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
But are they knowledgeable?
very.
Are they nice to talk to?
I think I am.
Will they get you off the phone quickly?
No, we'll answer all the questions that you might have, plus some.
What
Talked to a
else?
lady today 4 different times.
That's what I'm saying. 4 times. Okay.
She had to take
Well-
the information back out to her husband who was working in the yard.
I get that.
And then she'd have more questions and come back in.
I get that. Listen.
Plus, we also were messaging and calling. So I will answer all of your questions. I'm here to provide you.
He was
So
out
is Delina.
mowing the yard with a beer in his hand, and she kept coming out and stopping him to
Yes.
ask him
It
questions.
was a Corona Rita.
It was kind
So
of.
we're here to
Well,
answer
multiples,
questions
yeah,
to make
buckets
sure it's a
sitting
right
next to
fit
it.
for everyone, including yourselves. So
Yes. I think we got a great thing going on. I'm very excited about what the future holds. And I can't wait to tell you about the thing that we alluded to earlier that we can't talk about right now, but it's coming. Stay safe and make good decisions.
Don't leave money on the table.
And keep those wheels a turning.
Good night.
Till next time.